Hey, this is Dr. Carpenter. It is Monday, June 1st, and I am making a video for my patients. Most of you are here in Chattanooga, and there's some interesting information about our town that I want to share with you. Um, we have become a hotspot for coronavirus new cases in the US. If you saw the New York Times about a week ago, they listed the top 10 new towns, new places with the most new growth, and Chattanooga is number 5. So, not the way we want to be in the news. We've been in the news, national news, for great reasons before, best town ever. Having some of the fastest growth of new coronavirus cases is not how we want to be there. And it's scary, right? It's hit home, literally, and easy to panic and really be worried. And so I want to talk to you today about a couple things, just help you kind of plan what are you going to do. I'm in the same boat. What am I going to do for me, my family? How do we stay safe? And some of the restrictions that have been lifted a couple weeks ago, probably too soon for us. I've seen a bunch of people out. We in my house, we have continued to stay socially distanced. We're not going out. I am here at work. I'm taking a lot of precautions. Hopefully you saw that video about what we're doing here to make my office probably the safest place in town. But we're still limiting how many people are in the office, how many people that we're around, just trying to be safe. And I want to encourage you to keep practicing all of the social distancing things we learned about. Stay home as much as you can. Limit who you're around. Don't go out, into places there being a lot of people. Of course, wash your hands. And we've been kind of cooped up for a long time, and we're tired of being cooped up and alone. And it's starting to be beautiful weather. We want to get out. There are some safe ways to do this. And so I want to talk to you about how do you decide what you're going to do. The 4 components that you've got to keep in mind are going to be time, space, people, and the place. Okay. So time, how long you're exposed to people is a really big component of, are you going to get enough virus cells in you that they can take up residence and you get infected, right? So this is kind of a numbers game. How much time are you around someone? If you're just out walking and you pass by a runner or someone on their bike or another walker, I'm not really worried about that. If you're going to be with someone for 30 minutes or more, an hour, 3 hours, that's a long time. That's a risk. So the next thing is space. How much space do you have? If you're going to be sitting really close up with someone for that hour or 3 hours we just talked about, that's a real risk. You want to do a lot of things to take care of yourself in that case. But if you got 10 feet between you and it's a longer time, not as big a deal. 6 feet, not a real big deal. So one example, something that we have decided that we're comfortable doing, we have a couple friends also been pretty careful. They'll come over once a week. They don't come in the house. They come around the back gate and they sit at the end of a long patio table we have. We're at least 6 feet away. They bring their own drinks, their own snacks. We don't touch things. We're not near them, but we're able to visit. That I feel like is safe. Now, would I have a bunch of people over in my house and sit around the living room for a while? Not right now. So time, short amount of time, kind of close by passing, not a big deal. Sitting around for hours, it's a big deal if you're close. So space, at least 6 feet, at least 6 feet. Then people, the number of people. Again, it's a numbers game. The more people are around, the more risk you've got. So if you can do something, a small group, 1 or 2, not as big of a deal. A huge group, I wouldn't do it. And the last thing I want to talk about is place, how you make your decisions. I mentioned this a second ago. Our friends will come over, but they are outside. They're not in our house. Indoors is riskier, but outdoors, really pretty safe as long as you aren't super close. So think about these 4 components as you're deciding what you're comfortable doing, what you're not comfortable doing. Time, space, people, place. Going to be low risk to be outside with people, further away. You're going to be closer. You might wear a mask. There's a lot of mixed information right now on masks. I'm not completely sure how helpful they are. There are pros and cons to it. For right now, in my office, we are wearing masks. If I go to the grocery store, I'm wearing a mask. If I'm driving in my car by myself, I'm not wearing a mask. If I'm at home or outside, I'm not wearing a mask, or not around other people. Other people are involved and they're going to be close. A mask, I think, for right now is smart if you wear it properly. If you don't wear it properly, it actually increases your risk. So you've got to make sure you do this in a smart way. So, and we can talk more about that later. If you've got questions, let me know. For now, in Chattanooga, I want you to be careful, stay safe, keep your distance, do all the things we talked about keeping your vitamin D up, the preventative things we talked about, the supplements we've talked about kind of antiviral support, and just keep taking really good care of yourself, right? There are risky things, there are less risky things. Just be mindful, don't panic, just be smart. We're going to get through this. And the more you practice that, the more it's going to help, right? Everyone in Chattanooga right now, every decision each person makes is important, and we can really contribute to our community getting through this faster and more easily. So do your part and let me know if I can help you in any way. All right, take care.